So in chapter number 6, we learn about the triangle and its property. So what is a triangle? Triangle is a polygon with the 3 sides. Then we learn a classification of triangle based on its sides and based on its angles. So it's classified as an equilateral triangle if 3 sides are equal. Isosceles triangle if 2 sides are equal. And scalar triangle if none of the sides are equal. Based on angles. So first is right angle triangle. If any angle is 90 degree, if any one angle is 90, then it is a right angle triangle. If all angles are less than 90, then it is acute angle triangle, and if any one angle is greater than 90, then it is classified as an obtuse angle triangle. Then we learn about the median. Median means the line segment joining the vertex of a triangle to the midpoint of its opposite side. So if we draw this triangle PQR, then if we consider vertex P, then line segment joining vertex P to the midpoint of opposite side. This is called median PN. Altitude means it is a perpendicular line from the vertex of a triangle to its opposite side. So if we consider this triangle, then let's say name ABC. Line segment that make a perpendicular from the vertex to opposite side. Let's say consider AN. So it is altitude. We can draw 3 median and 3 altitude in a triangle. This thing we learn. Okay. In an obtuse angle, altitude is outside of a triangle. Altitude gives vertical height of triangle. Altitude શું આપે? Triangle ની height. Obtuse angle માં altitude क्या હોય? 12. Then we learn exterior angle sum property. Now what is exterior angle sum property? If we draw a triangle and if we consider this angle, let's give the name ABC and this is B. So here ACD is exterior angle. Here angle C is an interior angle and it makes a linear pair with this angle. It is also called adjacent angle. Now which are the opposite angle? Interior opposite angle are angle A and angle B. Exterior angle ni andar ni baju opposite angle, that are angle A and angle B. So we can write ACD is equal to angle A plus angle B. That is the property exterior angle sum. So we can write exterior angle is equal to sum of interior opposite angle. For every triangle, exterior angle is a sum of interior opposite angle. Let's consider one more figure. Now this is our exterior angle. We can give the name PQR and this is X. So for this angle SPQ, that is exterior angle of P, interior opposite angle will be Q and R. So if this is 100, this is X and this angle is 50. And we want to find unknown angle X. So for that we can write angle SPQ is equal to angle Q plus angle R. Now here, this angle is 100. So SPQ is given 100. Q angle is given X and R is given 50. Here we need to find unknown angle X, means from the left right side we move 50 to the left side, it becomes subtraction. So X. So our unknown angle X will be 50 degree. This way we can use exterior angle sum property to find unknown angle X in a triangle. Let's take some example using exterior angle sum property. For example, this figure is given. Exterior angle is given 110. You need to find this angle X and this angle is given 70. Now using an exterior angle sum property, you can find unknown angle X. So here you can write 110 that is exterior angle, and these two are interior opposite angle. So you can write x plus 70. So x will be 110 minus 70. So it will be 40. Let's take one more example. We have this kind of figure. Exterior angle is 120. We need to find exterior angle. This angle is given 50 and this angle is given 70. So again, this is exterior angle x. 50 plus 70. So x is equal to 1. So this way we can use exterior angle sum property. After that we learn interior angle sum property of a triangle. Interior angle sum property. What is interior angle sum property? That is, sum of three angles in a triangle is 180. So you can write sum of three angles in triangle is 180. If we consider triangle PQR, then angle P plus measurement of angle Q plus angle R is equal to 1. Using that, we also solve many examples. Let's take some examples. If we have this figure 60, 30, and you need to find this angle. Let's give the name x. So using interior angle sum property, we can write x plus 60 plus 30 is equal to 180. X plus 60 plus 30 is 90 is equal to 180. So x is equal to 180 minus 90. So x is equal to 90. Also we saw some example in which we need to use the concept of interior angle sum property and exterior angle sum property. So let's say this kind of figure is given. This is 20. This is x. 150, and you need to find 1. Find x and y. So for this, 150 is equal to x plus 20 because 150 is exterior angle and is equal to interior opposite angle. So we can write 150 is equal to x plus 20. Now 20 on right side, so x become 150 minus 20, that is 130. And using that interior angle sum property, we can find y. Why? Because y plus 130 plus 20 is equal to 180. We learned that three angles are 180, so x plus 20 plus y is equal to 180. Now we can find the y. Y is equal to 150. Y plus 150 is equal to 180. So we can find y is equal to 180 minus 150, that is 30. Means we saw the example in which we need to use the concept of interior angle sum property and exterior angle sum. Okay, you need to remember in which kind of figure which property is satisfied. Okay, after that we learn about the spatial triangle. Spatial triangles are equilateral triangle and isosceles triangle. As we learn, equilateral triangle means if three sides are equal. And if three sides are equal, then all angles in an equilateral triangles are 60. Also we learn about the isosceles triangle. It is a triangle in which two sides are equal. If we consider these two sides are equal, then two angles are equal. Which angles are equal? The opposite angle of two sides. So if this side we consider, then opposite angle of this side is x and opposite side of this side is also x. These two angles will be equal. So this thing we learn in this chapter. Then we learn two property of triangle, that are sum of two triangle is always greater than the third side. So we learn sum of two sides of triangle is greater than the third side. So if triangle is possible, then this property must satisfy. જો triangle હોય તો એની કોઈ પણ બે સાઈડ નું એડિશન થર્ડ સાઈડ કરતા ગ્રેટર હોય. ઓકે, so let's take 2 cm, 3 cm and 7 cm. Is it possible to have a triangle with this side? આ સાઈડ હોય તો triangle possible છે. For that you need to find the sum of sides. 2 plus 3, that is 5. But sum of two sides is less than third side, so not possible. Means our triangle possible નથી જેની side 2 cm, 3 cm and 7 cm. Okay, if sum of two sides is greater than third side, then the triangle is possible. Let's take one more example. 3 cm, 8 cm, 10 cm. Now again we will add 3 plus 8, that is 11, greater than 10 cm. Now 8 plus 10 is equal to 18 cm, that is greater than the third side. And 10 plus 3, that is 13 cm, greater than 8 cm. Means here if we take sum of these two sides, it is greater than 10 cm. If we take sum of these two sides, then it is greater than the third side, and if we add this two side, it is greater than the third side. So this triangle is possible. Means it is possible to draw a triangle with this side. After that we learn property in which difference of two sides of triangle is greater than the third side. Okay, now we use this concept if two sides of triangle are given and you need to find between which two number the third side lies. Let's take one example. Two sides of triangle five centimeter and 3 centimeter. Between which two number third side falls? So for this we can find sum of two sides, that is 5 plus 3, 8, and difference of two sides, that is 5 minus 3, that is 2. So third side falls between 2 centimeter and 8 centimeter. Okay. After that we learn important thing, that is Pythagoras property. Pythagoras property says that sum of in a right angle triangle sum of two sides making right angle sum of square of two sides is equal to square of So if we consider this right angle triangle, what we need to remember? So if we consider right angle triangle PQR, then sum of two sides making right angle means these two sides are making right angle. So sum of square of PQ square plus QR square is equal to square of hypotenuse, that is PR square. Okay, we solved many examples using Pythagoras property. So let's take one example. In right angle triangle, angle A is 90 degree, AB is 5 centimeter, BC, let's consider AC is 12 centimeter, find BC. Okay, so here A is a right angle means this is right angle, C and B. AB is given 5 centimeter, AC is given 12 centimeter, and you need to find BC. So for this, angle A is 90 degrees, so we can write AC square plus AB square. What is the hypotenuse? That is BC square. Pythagoras property. Now AC is 12 centimeter, so 12 square plus 5 square. Now we have to find BC square. 12 square is 144, 5 square is 25, so BC square. 144 plus 25 is 169 is equal to BC square. Now 169 we can write it as a 13 square. It is equal to BC square. Why? Because 13 multiplied 13 is 116. So BC will be 13 centimeter. In this chapter you need to remember some square number. BC is equal to 13 centimeter. Clear? So this way we can use Pythagoras property to solve example in a right angle triangle, and this is what we learn in a chapter number 6.